If you don't want your blood pressure to go up, I suggest that you shut this video down because we're going to go into a space that is damn serious, okay? I want to talk to you because I want you to take a really good hard look as to what is happening in your own reality. It's yours alone. I know, big old world out there doing some cray-cray stuff. I want to talk to you about the critical moment, the critical decision that you get to make right now. You want to hear about it? Come on over. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears, live an amazing life. You're probably thinking, break through the fears? The planet's loaded with it, it's rampant. Now, I did a post, I did a blog on landriaonkka.net, that's that site you see pop out every once in a while, about how fear is the biggest, the oldest manipulation trick on the planet. And we're falling for it. Well, I'm not falling for it. I just get a real kick out of the fact that no matter how spiritual or new age and all these people going awakening in the new earth are still going into the zone. Are you watching it? Are you believing it? Are you one of those people that sends me a link? Landria, you need to see this video about the vaccine. Landria, I don't need anything. We don't use the N-word, right? The only thing we need is to get our act together. This is the critical point. This is the critical decision. Is your blood pressure going up a little bit? You can laugh at this and have fun. And you know, people say, none of this is funny. Oh, come on. We've been dropping like flies from stupid stuff since the beginning of mankind, right? What's new? We've had pandemics. We've had all kinds of wars. At least we don't have anything cataclysmic there. You know, look at, all the things that happen on the planet. But with Mother Nature, who's saying, get off of me. You're destructive. And we keep doing it. Now, I have people that are taking my Breakthrough Fear class. If you're interested in that, go to landriaonkka.com and check stuff out, because I am going to keep sending you the message that this is a tactic that is used to get you to fall for things that are negative. I want you to remember, anything that has any fear-based in it, any message, I don't care who it's from. That's why I said watch these gurus out there who are telling you to separate yourself from other people, is fear-based. It's manipulation. And some of them think that they're doing the right thing. They don't even know what they're doing because we're so programmed. Oh, I'm going to help these people over here to protect themselves. From what? We're one thing. We aren't separate. You can say you are, but we know that you can't hide because everything everybody else does affects you. You can't get away from it. We're one thing, the planet. Everything is one huge, amazing energy experiencing every possible facet of itself. And right now, this planet is going into some cray-cray stuff. This is the turning point. This is the critical choice. And the critical choice is, where am I going? It's not like we're going to go to this place over here and we're going to keep acting like, pea-brain humans and expect that to change. This is it, people. This is the critical choice. I'm being tested. Am I going to go over here? Am I going to blame? Am I going to argue? Am I going to go on those sites and listen to all this stuff? Oh, it's spiritual. Bullpucky. If it's separation and it's negativity and it causes any fear, anxiety, you and all, it is not a high frequency. And that's not a very good choice for you to make if that's where you want to go. But you may not want to. Maybe you're enjoying density. Oh, this is fun. Let's put it on. Let's watch the train wreck. Oh, let's watch the arguments. Oh, so-and-so said this and they said this. Are you going to get this? Are you not? Who cares? You're going to die anyway. And if you're in a high frequency, seriously, the higher frequency you go, the less you're affected by anything. And don't think that if you get sick, that means you're not awakened or in a high frequency. That's part of your journey too. Sometimes we experience it. We're experiencing contrast. So I know myself, I will go years without being sick and then boom! Why? Because I'm still in a human body, and if I run myself down, there's a cause and effect. Hello, McFly, not too hard to figure that out. But we're like, oh, we never get sick. Well, that's true. We will get to a point where we never get sick, but here's the issue with that. As long as you're part of a collective that is destructive and negative and fear-based, you will be affected by it, so we will still continue to get sick. And that's why we have this global challenge. We're sick. The humanity is sick. So everybody who's participating in humanity will feel the effects, right? So if there are, if there's illness out there and you as a human go out there, it's possible for you to share that energy field and get sick. That's it. Don't put too much meaning to it. It's a collective sharing. It's illness. There's also a group of people, and I'm sorry to say, I'm actually very sorry to say, because I didn't think this was going to be the case, and I suspect this will shift. I'm sorry to say that the percentage of people that truly understand what's going on right now is very small. I'm seeing a whole group of spiritual people, truly amazing, wonderful, powerful, positive people, falling for the crap. Watching it and then writing me and saying they're anxiety, fear-based. I did a webinar, master class called Move Past Fear. It's $14.95. Here's the other thing. You shouldn't be making money doing spiritual stuff. Oh my God, can we get past this? Oh no, it's okay to, drill holes in the planet and put crap up in the air and make a ton of money. We've got to stop the programming, get past the programming. You have to pay your bills, but how are you doing it? You have to eat. How are you doing it? You have to keep your house clean. How are you doing it? These are critical decisions, and I'm sorry, there's no getting around it. Well, what if? No butts on my channel. But. Spiritual butt kick today. I'm almost done with my book. Wait till you read that. Oops. There's no getting around this. You are or you aren't in a high frequency. You can't be sort of, yeah, but that. No. I didn't even drink much coffee this morning. Can you imagine if I was full caffeinated? By the way, mine's like half and half. Because I got enough energy. I'm riled. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make the changes, and I will freaking do this till the day I die. And I'm going to charge for some stuff. Big whoop. I have to pay my bills and the 100 plus thousand it costs to run these programs. Did you know that? Get real. We are on a planet. We're still in a monetary system. We still have illnesses. We still have things to deal with. But how are you contributing within that? And what are you listening to? And what are you doing with that? Because those thoughts are things. They're things. March 1st, I have a monthly membership. It's called the Miracle Circle. Now here's what I want you to think about. You're always manifesting. And you can get all kinds of things that way. You could be a major manifester. I am. My question right now is, what frequency are you doing on? The Miracle Circle membership is we learn how to manifest, but we're doing it on a high frequency. Why? Hitler was a major manifester. He didn't doubt anything, and he did it. The final result of that, there's always cause and effect. If you break through fear, you know that everything's cause and effect in the universe. You can't hide from it. It is you. If you have negative thoughts, if you're going over to this space, if you're doing negative things, if you're judging, if you're a victim, blah, 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 talk to the hand. The universe, the message is lack, fear, not good enough, don't give a crap enough to make some changes in my own life. Everybody wants an easy fix. My internet training, people don't want to do the work. Oh, I have to actually work? Yeah, guess the dude's in charge. What do you think? They sat and just got everything? They don't. They work their tails off. The question is, what are you doing with that power? What are you doing with that money? How are you returning back into the collective? Because that's going to determine what happens, not for the planet, for you. Did you see my video? The end of the world, the end of the days, it's really the end of the days, because you're never going to see this planet go down in your lifetime. Even if you live to be 200 years, you won't see it. It's not going to happen. The end of days is yours. Are you going to live 20, 30, 40, 50 more years? That end day is yours. Not what happens out there. It was you and your life and your experience and what you contributed or didn't contribute, what you thought and what you experienced. You're going to take it with you. That's your end of days. It's you. And we're always thinking about the planet. I'm like, cripe's sakes, nobody alive right now is going to see the end of planet Earth, and it'll dissipate at some point when it's done with its own little, just say, story experience. But she's going to choose it on her own. We're not going to determine that. What we're doing is determining whether or not we're going to assist her or be a problem. And if we're a problem, the repercussions of that are not pleasant. And you will take that with you to the other side. You don't get out of it. I don't know about you, but I don't want to come back here. If I come back, it's going to be during the great, let's see, the golden era, not the Great Awakening. We're in the Great Awakening right now. You have critical choice. Don't get sucked in. Now I did I did that blog. Go see it. It's on landriaonkka.net. It's like, are you falling for this? Manipulating markets and talking about this and that. It's all made up crap. And the rest of it, we can't possibly know what's real anymore. All you know is what you're doing and how you're contributing. And if you think you're in a bad place, then your message to the universe is that I'm in a bad place. Okay. And you create a negative environment and reality, and you're going down that down frequency, bottom frequency, and guess what? I'm in the penthouse drinking champagne, and you're in the basement with the mold and the rats. Nothing wrong with rats, by the way. They're very intelligent. In fact, I think they're probably more intelligent than we are. They're welcome up at the penthouse. I'm looking at this like, am I in a circus? No, I would never go to a circus. I don't like what they do. No animal stuff. All right. Am I in an insane asylum? I think people in insane asylums are probably more sane than us out here. And then I look at the kids out there and I think, who's bringing these kids up? What's that message? And then I see some really awakened children who are so connected to God, the one that came here to help. God bless them. God bless them, because it's a big damn job. It starts with you raising the frequency of the planet one light beam at a time. It starts with you and me. I always have to say me. What is that thought? Is there a judgment? How can I change it? And if there's one thought that comes in that goes back to the old trigger, I say, please forgive me. I want harm to no one. I want to see everybody flourish. I love everybody. I love all the people that did stupid stuff to me. Right? There's always going to be stuff that people have done. Bless them. I don't have to hang out with them, but I do bless them. That's called compassion. Where are you going right now with your choices? You have choices. Don't tell me you don't. That's a victim. You have the power of the universe. You're so freaking amazing, pure. You're enlightened. Everyone comes here enlightened. The rest is programming with the dense body. And so because we forget who we are and what we are, we start to lose that. We start to believe the material world. It's not real. It's a play. How are you doing? Huh? Yeah? Your character going to get kicked off? Hey, listen, I'd rather that happen and go out as a hero than be the bad guy who always gets strung up on the tree anyways. Right? I don't want to play that role, do you? Are you doing that? You may not think so. Oh, I'm saving other people. What a load of bull. What a load. You're not educating other people. It's none of your business. Other people are allowed to make their own decisions, and if you don't want to participate in that, then don't. If somebody comes to you for your opinion, by golly, you can give it. But be careful of that too. What is that opinion? I've seen some spiritual teachers out there that I respect so much that I heard are actually going into fear-based advice. And it hurts me because I realize that they're being affected or maybe being told what to do. Some of them are in big organizations that may think that that sells. Fear sells. I won't go there. You'll never see me go there. I know what we are. And I know how horrible we can be and how destructive we can be, and it doesn't take away from what we are. It's all a play. It's all an experience. It's all an adventure. And you either learn from it and you make different choices, or you go down in that reality that exists right now. It's not one reality. You get to make a choice. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's go time. Come on over. Take one of my courses. Take all my courses. Come to my webinar. March 1st, come to my monthly Miracle Circle membership. Guess what I'm going to teach? We're going to start with the number one thing, and that is the Master Key System. And the first thing it says is that everything is your power, your thought, your choices. And until you recognize that and claim it and celebrate it, you'll let everything else influence you out there, which is, most of it is negative. And so my question to you is, how do you get out of that? How are you going to get out of that? You have to expose yourself to nothing but the positive. You have to create nothing but the positive. You have to go into that space and understand that you agree to participate in this craziness. We all did. You're chosen. You aren't just one of the people that came here to do cray stuff. You are here to raise the frequency of the planet. Every single person on this planet is. It's not like some are and some aren't. Because the ones that came here, they're doing density, have a choice to change all that too. And they may not pull out of it. And I'm going to tell you right now, majority won't pull out of it. I see it happening. And you know, I'm very hopeful. But that density is still their chosen experience. It's not bad. It's neither good nor bad. But it's not a higher frequency. So we got to let it go sometimes. But don't give it the attention that it doesn't deserve. Bless them and be the power of the positive energy and love that allows them to come over and participate in that if they want. And they're all welcome. Everyone's welcome. These are just the facts, and that is we're all here together as one in one amazing experience with individual choices, critical ones right now. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll share these all over the place. I will invite you to my internet training. We're teaching people. I get a lot of people. Quite a few have actually reached out and said, you know, I can't do what I'm doing every day at my job anymore. I did that. 7 years ago, I left the financial world. I couldn't take it anymore. It was wrong. It was wrong. There's way too much corruption. I couldn't participate in things that were not putting other people first in a positive way. And the markets were emotional, and I knew that, and it wasn't real. It was all power-based. I quit, I got this internet training, and I created online businesses. But I chose a higher frequency in what I do. And my life has never been the same, and I'm so privileged to do this every day. And it's not easy. I get challenged. I always have new things I have to learn and things that come up and decisions to make. But I know we're on this planet to learn, and that's part of it. And if you're ready to do some work and you want to create new income streams in things that you feel good about, come on over. The environment's amazing. The people are amazing. The trainers, the founders of the company are amazing. And you'll experience that, and you'll be in that high frequency groups. You have to start selecting those high frequency groups. Same thing with my landriaonkka.com. Going to Manifest Anything. You'll get the announcements of the latest webinars. Sometimes you just have to sit there and listen and reset. That's the real reset, right? The great reset. The reset is our frequency. We're going to reset it. Reset it to that which already exists, and that's that high frequency. I'm going to keep butt kicking. Spiritual butt kicks. Going to keep doing it. Bing! Maybe you had an epiphany. Maybe you're thinking, yeah, but... No butts on my channel. Except for the spiritual butt kick. But, no. You're not the human being. Whatever happens, happens. It'll be your destiny. Everything's a choice. If you worry about it, you're going to create something negative. Go ahead, that's your choice. I'm hoping that you choose something higher. Because it's my job. Raising the frequency of the planet one light being at a time. You going to join me? You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.